Township came up with probably one of the craziest games I've ever seen as a sports reporter, as they were down 27-7 at halftime to Atlantic City, come roaring back all the way to win 41-34. On the line right now, we have one of the stars of that game, Dante Moore. Good morning, Dante. How are you?
Very well this morning. How are you?
I'm sure you're doing well this morning. After last night's game, holy cow. How do you even put into words what happened last night?
Nothing but passion, God, and keeping it pushing. That's all we can say about last night, is that just we are finally one team, one unit. We believe in each other, and we can do this.
Now, you had a heck of a game yourself. Almost 250 yards rushing, about another 60 receiving, a couple of touchdowns. I know I spoke to you after the game, and you were quick to point out your offensive line. Talk about those guys a little bit and the job they did, kind of wearing down that Atlantic City front seven.
Oh my gosh, they deserve it all right now. They deserve it all, and they kept pushing for me. They kept pushing for me, giving me good holes to run through, and they really got the job done. And they kept going hard every play, and day in and day out, they continue to work, and I appreciate them.
Our producer, Cole Raring, former Mainland player, he tweeted out to me last night. He's like, "Hey, you're the only sports reporter that gives any love to the offensive line." So, hey, you got to give the big boys some love when they're plowing the way like that for you.
I can't do it without them.
Yeah, exactly. And great defensive effort too there in the second half to really stem the tide. You guys were kind of reeling a little bit at halftime. Guys like Dietrich Trumbauer, DJ Ellis, those guys really came up big for you guys.
Oh my gosh, yes. And we have our defense. Our defense is very sound, and we love to run around and hit fast. That's run around fast and hit hard. That's pretty much all we like to do. And Dietrich is the quarterback of our defense. He is the heart and soul of that defense. He continues to work day in and day out, and he keeps us pumped up when we get down on the field and things like that. So Dietrich is definitely a huge part of our team.
How late were you up last night responding to all the Twitter congratulations?
I was up till about 12:30.
Okay.
I was trying to make sure I didn't miss anything, just in case.
As far as a season opener, it's hard to top this one. And I know you and I spoke before the game, and you really wanted to make it a point to make your first game a memorable one. You know, what was going through your mind there before the game? And you know it's your last game as a senior in a high school football uniform in terms of a season opener. How did you put all those emotions into check and get ready for football?
Pretty much all it came down to was being one with our teammates, and as seniors, we wanted to play for ourselves, and as our last first game, and for our teammates, and our younger teammates wanted to play for us. So we came together as a team and bonded and played with our hearts out on the field and things like that. So it was just a lot of emotion and passion and a whole bunch. Like, it was just a lot of excitement.
We're talking with Dante Moore here of the Egg Harbor Township football team. Had over 300 yards of all-purpose yardage last night against Atlantic City. A couple touchdowns led them to a 41-34 victory in the season-opening game. Dante, take me through the first 10 seconds. Idris Muhammad of Atlantic City takes back the opening kickoff, 83 yards. You're 10 seconds into your season. You're down 7-0 already. What's going through your mind, and what was the mood on that sideline?
We never wavered. We understand that mistakes happen and that big plays are going to happen because that's what Atlantic City does best. And we knew that we would be able to bounce back whenever it was needed, and we wound up doing it. So it was okay. It was all right. Of course, we were a little down, but we never were out. We were never out.
How tough was this Atlantic City team in terms of matchups? You know, they have big guys on the line. They got fast guys on the outside. Great senior quarterback in Jameer Pavard who can run as well as he can throw. How did you guys even go about preparing for this game? What was the main focus in trying to stop them?
Our main focus was to just play sound defense. Sound defense, fly around and hit hard. That was our main focus. Yes, Atlantic City does have some great athletes and some good offensive linemen and defensive linemen, but we were okay with that. We were prepared for the task at hand, and we came out and did our thing.
Now, we mentioned Muhammad earlier. He had another big play right before the half on the left sideline there, picks off a pass at about the 5-yard line, takes it 95 yards to the house. At that point, you guys are down 27-7. You go into the halftime. You know, it looks like fans might be starting leaving. This could be like a 50-14 type of game. What went on at halftime? I know you said Coach Stetzer didn't really say a whole lot, but kind of some of the seniors stepped up and said, hey, we got to get this thing turned around right now.
Well, pretty much we understood that the game right now was on us. It was on us. We were making big mistakes, and we just had to pick it up. That's all it came down to. We understood what we could do, and we were prepared, and everybody understood it. So when we got into that locker room and senior started giving speeches, and we were really passionate and excited, and things just started to come together.
Was there a certain point when you felt the tide turning? Was it, that first score in the second half, or was it when you got to within 7?
For me, my first point of feeling the tide turning was during that half, when I saw my brothers and my teammates, and we were into it. We were excited. We were feeling it. We all understood that we could win this game. That's when it might not have shown to you guys until a little later into the quarter, but we knew at halftime that this could be a great game for us.
Talk a little bit about one of your boys on the team there, Spencer LaSure. He's really come a long way. I know the coaches are high on him this year. He's really matured, coming into his own, and really has a chance to become one of the best wide receivers in the Cape Atlantic League. How important is he going to be for you guys this season?
Huge. Very huge, because, when you open up the passing game, the run game is soon to follow. But, yeah, he's a great athlete. Great athlete on special teams, on offense, and on defense. He's a three-phase player for us, and he gives it all out. He gives it all, and he leaves his heart on the field, and we love him for it. We definitely appreciate his presence on this football team.
And sort of the attitude that you guys take on, I think, as a team is through Connor Augustino, the big fullback. What's it like when this guy gets the ball and he's just charging straight ahead, 2 arms on the ball, a guy hanging onto each arm, and he's going 8-10 yards? I mean, this kid, they call him the Moose, and he definitely got loose last night.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. That's my guy. he gives his heart out on the field, and he's just a big load, and he knows how to use it. He knows how to use it to his advantage, and he continues to keep his feet moving, and it gets us those good yards.
We're talking with Dante Moore of the Egg Harbor Township football team. If you left at halftime, shame on you. You definitely missed one of the best games. Definitely one of the best games of this season, even though we're only 1 week in. Probably one of the best games I've ever seen as a high school sports reporter. Dante, when you woke up this morning, what was going through your mind? How do you even understand what happened last night? It was just absolutely insane.
I know. You have no idea. There's so much, not disbelief, but just passion, emotion, and excitement. And it's an amazing feeling. It really is, to come out and win like that in that fashion. And I just enjoyed my teammates today because, we're out here at film. We have film starts in a couple minutes and things like that. But we're ready. We're ready, and we're continuing to live off of this vibe and can keep moving forward throughout the season.
Dante, what does a win like this do for you guys? I mean, obviously, if you come all the way back and lose that game, it's tough to rebound the next week. But now you're coming off a huge win. Everybody's excited. Everybody's getting up early, wanting to get in that film room. How important is that to get off to a win like this in the first game of the season?
It shows us what we can do. It shows us that we can accomplish things as a team and as a unit, and that we have the ability to be a good football team. That's what this win means to us, but we don't want to get complacent. We want to continue to keep working because we have a lot more games to play, and we're trying to make it to the playoffs this season. So we have a lot of work to do. We all understand that, but we understand that where we are now is not too shabby.
Definitely not. Well, congratulations on the win last night, and get back to the film room. I appreciate you hopping on board for a few minutes this morning.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
All right, thanks, Dante. That was Dante Moore of the Egg Harbor Township football team.